So to make pizza, we are going to need basil. Got some basil here, and let me show you how I got all of these. I got some vanilla too, that's kind of cool. So over by the barn, I created a couple of seed balls and threw them, one on this side and one on the other. And when you do that, it pops up this butterfly grass. It's kind of like using bone meal on a grass block. It just like pops up, and the butterfly grass has a chance of spreading, and when it spreads, it can either generate more butterfly grass or generate one of these herbs. Pimento, cardamom, vanilla. So that's how you get your herbs and spices. And that's how I've been collecting basil for them. Okay. So sometimes the basil will appear, and that's what I'm really looking for because I want to make pizza. In order to make pizza, I need basil. Okay, so pizza, you need to have pizza sauce or tomato sauce mix. So I made some of this tomato sauce mix. It's pretty easy. You just combine some tomatoes, some salt, and garlic, and it creates these. I had a whole bunch of tomatoes that I harvested from the garden, and so I thought, I'll make some sauce. The sauce packets actually do go bad eventually, and yeah, all of these might go bad before I can use them. It's sad. Yeah, so let's make some pizza and see what the pizza is like. So I got the sauce mix, raw pizza, because you make cooked pizza, you just raw pizza cooked, easy. Raw pizza, you need the sauce. That's why I made those sauce packets. We need shredded cheese, which is just using a knife on some cheese. And so I've got cheese now, so I can do that. And then you can put vegetables, meat, fruit on here. Now, the tomato sauce itself gives some vegetables, and the cheese gives dairy, and the pizza dough itself, it says no nutrition, but I would think that it would give some kind of grain, but I don't know. So I think what I'll do is put some kind of fruit and a meat. So we'll have meat, fruit, veggie, and dairy, and I don't know about the pizza dough. If it'll give me any, I guess we'll have to see if we get any grain out of it. But to make the pizza dough, this is where you need the basil leaves. And to get the basil leaves, you just chop up the basil. Pretty easy. And then, of course, we need some kind of dough, which, yeah, we know how to make dough. The question is, how many pizzas am I going to make? I guess. We've got 12 sauce, so let's make 12 pizzas. Dough. I wonder if I can put more than one in here at a time. You can, but... Okay, so you can only put one in at a time. Okay, and then do I mix it? Now, do I have to add any liquid? I do. I need olive oil. How much olive oil do I need? 100 millibucks of olive oil. Okay, well, we have olive oil in here. Ooh, nice. All right, so that is 4 pizza dough. Let's do that again. Okay, we've got 4 times 4, 16 pizza dough. Wow, okay. All right, so now we do combine the pizza dough and the ingredients, okay. So we got our pizza dough and tomato sauce mix. So 5 of these in a bucket of water. Okay, so I got 10 in there with a couple of buckets of water. Yeah, there we go. So we got 10 tomato sauce. So we can put the tomato sauce and cheese. We need cheese. Grab this right here. Okay. So with 4 slices of cheese, we can then slice it again into shredded cheese. And that's 16 shredded cheese, so that should be good for our pizza. Okay. Nice. Oh yeah, grain. Good. Grain, vegetables, dairy. We need fruit and meat. So we need 16 fruit and 16 meat. We have a ton of fruit. Some of it is rotten. We're gonna put apples on our pizza because we can. Yeah. And then 16 meat. I think we have some, yep, some ham. In fact, we have exactly 16. We're gonna need to get some meat. Okay, put the 16 meat in there. There you go. Grain, fruit, vegetables, protein, and dairy, all in one. Now I need 6 more tomato sauce though, so I need 4 more tomato sauce packets. So this basil actually goes quite a long ways. 1 basil turns into 2 basil leaves, and each basil leaf makes 4 pizza doughs. I thought I was going to have to get a lot of basil, but actually it's not too bad. Is that the problem? There we go. You have to have the exact amount of water and the exact amount of tomato sauce in order to get it. Oh, okay. Okay, we got our 10 more tomato sauce, so can I put these on there? I can. It's okay. I'm going to combine 6 of these. There we go. Okay. So now we got 16 pizzas. Did they not stack at all? Or is it just because okay, yeah, they do stack. It just didn't stack when I created them. Weird. So they stacked 4. Cooked pizza. There we go. Let's get some more going. And are they hot? Expire in 5 days? Can I stack the cooked pizzas? Yes, I can. Okay, let's eat some before we die. Okay, let's get these pizzas put away so we can eat them. Keep them cool. Now that will last 2 months and 2 days. I love pizza in real life. I think it's my favorite food. This is making me hungry for pizza. So here's how it goes. In order to make the tomato sauce mix, you have to mix these 3 things together. So as soon as you do that, then the tomato sauce mix has its timer set, and it's like 2 months. And then the tomato sauce mix you can use in the water to get tomato sauce, and that once again resets the timer for when it goes bad to another 2 months. So if you if you keep this stuff around, like the tomatoes, until they're about to go bad, then you turn all the tomatoes into sauce mixes. You hold on to those for a couple of months, and then when they're about to go bad, turn them back into tomato sauce, and then you have another 2 months to use it up. Okay, so we've been breeding our goats so that we could have a lot more milk, and by doing that, we've actually used up this nanny goat. It is old and cannot reproduce or give milk. So what we need to do is get out our axe. And where are you? The old one. You can tell it's kind of old because it's got a different color to it. Yeah, there you go. It's kind of like all grayish. And yeah, we'll just put you out of your misery. That gave us only 6 meat though. Probably not enough to sustain us. And so I'm going to tell you guys about something I've figured out. Something called the butchery knife. So with the butchery knife, let's see, it gives you looting 3. So if I kill animals that are old and past their prime, then I can get a lot more meat out of them. So we are going to make a butchery knife real quick. Right there. Okay, so it should be that. Nice. Okay, now we just need to add a handle and steel butchery knife. Sweet. Okay, so now we'll visit the goats and find the one that's past its prime. Oh, not that one. Where is it? Oh, how did you get over there? Oh, did they jump up there? Ah, I gotta move these. Last time we killed one of these, it gave us, I think, 6 meat. Ooh, we got 11 that time. And 4 rennet. Okay, that was pretty cool. Except it has kind of like a swinging. So maybe what we need to do is use the lead. Take the one that's going to die and kind of pull them out away from everybody else so we don't hit anybody else. Okay, temperature range, good. Spring, yes. Efficiency, 1. Okay, but empty. So I'm wondering, maybe it does have to be an actual birch tree, not just a birch log. Oh, yeah, look at that. So I'm thinking it does have to be an actual tree. That is good to know. Okay, I think the next thing we're going to work on is getting a steam economy up and running. So I think I want to build out this building right here, and then we're going to start putting some steam stuff in it. So I've got the area marked out for the new building that we're going to be building. It's going to be our manufacturing building, one where we're going to house all of our steam, and then when we get into the low voltage, high voltage, all that, it's all going to be in this area right here, which is a 4x3 chunk size building. It's the biggest building we've made so far. It's pretty much our entire complex again, but you know, this way we'll have room for expansion and I won't have to build another huge building. And then we'll just connect these two together. I'll expand this up a little bit and then make it bridge over. That way we'll have our old and our new kind of together. But first we've got to clear all of this land. That's gonna be fun. Okay, so the plan for this building is we've got the walls that we're going to have going up, and then we'll have the floor, but underneath the floor we're going to have a basement. So we can run, I don't know, maybe power or something else through the basement for automation. So I'm going to clear out all this land, make it a nice big basement, and put a floor in. Alright, as you can see, I've got the floor down for the basement. It was a ton of work to get this all done, but I did it, and I started working on the wood floor here. But the problem I'm thinking is that it's going to be pretty dark in here, and I don't really have a whole lot of light to put in here. I mean, I do have those blue lanterns, but it takes a long time. So I was thinking of looking into something else. So there's this thing called a simple light bulb. I saw another YouTuber using this as a light source, and I thought, hey, that seems pretty cool. We would have to do some tin alloy, which is just metal, like iron and tin melted together. But the other thing is glowstone. And if we want to get glowstone, the only place I know of to get it is in the beneath. So we need to go to the beneath and get some glowstone. I figure it's about time we can go to the beneath. So I'm preparing to go to the beneath, and I get some flint, some sticks and feathers, and all of a sudden I can't make arrows. I don't know when it was changed, but now if we want to get an arrow, we have to have a flint arrowhead and fletchings. Fletchings are pretty easy, you just use a knife. cut feather, I mean, you get 4 times as many, which is kind of nice. But the flint arrowhead, you have to actually nap the flint into, looks like a spear shape, only tilted the opposite direction. So yeah, I guess we'll make some of those, prepare, and go to the Beneath and go on a little adventure before getting into the Steam Age. Holy smokes, that makes a lot of arrows. Okay, let's check out what does this have to say about the Beneath. Is it in tips and tricks? Yes, the Beneath. Average temperature is always above 15 degrees. Higher the deeper you go. So it's going to be hot. You should bring some water to cool off. Okay. Temperature management. I have clothes. Burlap clothes. So my insulated leather tunic gives me warmth and insulation 1.5. Insulation 2.5 and negative warmth for a burlap. Okay, so it would be good to wear these clothes for staying cool. Okay, so how do you make these burlap clothes so it can stay nice and cool? You just need burlap and yeah, turn into that. We have been stocking up on jute, so yeah, maybe we should start using this then, huh? I'd get a couple of these going. Okay, oh, not those. There we go. Let's make some pants. And we need one more to make chest plates. Not chest plate, but a shirt. Burlap shirt. Alright, we should be good to go. So in the basement over here, there was some considerite just laying around. Decided to dig down until we found it. That way I wouldn't lose it later if I need it. So we've got this little mine shaft right here. We could just continue it all the way down to bedrock. Alright, let's just keep going down. Now we're into some granite now. Okay, a little cave. Bedrock. We're gonna just stand here. Dimensional forces are starting to affect me, pulling me down. Okay. Dimensional forces are getting stronger. Aha, there we go. Joining world, that means we're switching over. Aha, this is the spot right here. We should mark this. Add a waypoint, and this is home portal, we'll call it. Sure, dark purple. Okay, done. And we now have our home portal right there. Okay, great. Cave vines, blood lilies. Oh, I wonder if there's a ton of Cowlin clay underneath here. That would be hilarious. Should we check it out? Oh, zombie piglins. I don't know if they're aggro to me or not. Okay, so let's just dig down. Let's see. Clay ball. Silt clay dirt. Oh yeah, look at that. Cowlin clay. It is absolutely Cowlin clay. Wow. Okay then. But what we are looking for is glowstone. I've never been here before. Ooh. Pyroxenite. Okay, cool, cool. Basalt. More. Okay. Well, there's a lot of weird stuff here. Whoa. Oh. Okay, ow. Why am I dying? Why am I dying? No, no, no. So apparently those guys are like the Endermen, and they can be mean. How do you make the piglin disguise? Oh, you have to sew it. So you have to have a sewing table. Okay. Okay, we've recovered some of our health. We gotta find some glowstone. So let's head... I don't know. I guess we could head this way. Ooh, there's water. Pick up some water. Huh? There we go. Yeah, that'll cool me off. Okay, let's make sure we don't anger any of those guys again. Oh, there's some glowstone right there, right? Oh, that goes real far down. But that is glowstone. That's what we want. Okay, let's see. Do I have anything to put underneath here? I have some wood planks. Okay. Okay, let's try breaking this. Oh! Ow. Hey, well that wasn't very good. Oh, no. Well, let's see if we can head back and get our stuff, huh? It's not a good adventure if you don't die at least once, I guess, right? I don't have any tools. Ooh, made it. Oh, no, no. Oh, no, 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 no. Whoa, 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 what? What? No! What is going on here? Stay away from me! Weirdos. Where's my body? Okay, where's my body? Don't tell me all my stuff was destroyed. Oh, I can see my corpse. Corpse is right there. It's like, seriously, right here? There it is. Okay, I got my backpack. I got all of my armor and stuff. Okay, I got all my stuff back. Those bones? Look like bones. They are, they're bone blocks. Ooh, creeper, spider. Creepy, creepy, creepy. I just came here for glowstone, that's all I wanted, guys, come on. Pretty cool. But like I said, I just wanted glowstone. I want to get out of here. I can't just dig my way up, because it could collapse. Get these moss blocks? Okay, can I step on these? Yes, I can. Okay, good. Moss blocks are gonna be my friends. Okay, so I got 3 stacks of moss blocks. Hopefully that'll be enough to get me up to where I need to go. Zombie and creeper. Unsupported my collapse. This is where I was before. That was not good. How do I protect myself from dying? Let's see. Can I build the moss out like this? It's not affected by gravity. Okay, let's go one more out. So, yeah. I should be safe right here, I think. Okay, I think that's all I'm going to be able to get from there. So let's just use a hoe on this. Now we need to get back up there, unless we get more glowstone from down here. There's more over there. Travertine. Ooh, spider webs. No! No! Run, run, run. Darn creepers. I mean, seriously, creepers are the worst. Absolute worst. Gotta say. Hands down. Okay, this is not a good place to be. This does not look like a safe spot. However, if I put a block right there, I will be safe right here, right? Yeah, sure. Theoretically. Okay, so I want to make light bulbs. Make light bulbs with glowstone. How do you get glowstone? Oh, you have to use a compressor. Ah, seriously? The only way to get a glowstone block is to use a compressor. Okay, well, I think that's enough glowstone for now then. Let's head back up. Unless there's something else I need to get down here. Don't think there is. Oh, there it is right there. Creepy. Ooh, okay. Now there's the home portal, but we need to get up high. So I think we're going to need some more moss. Okay, there we go. Let's go to our home portal location and build up. Shoot. Oh, yes. We're being pulled up. Good. Okay, getting stronger. Ah, joining world. And what? Where are we? This is not the location that I was before. Home. Home is right there. Oh, you know what? I think this is the shaft that goes up right here. And we are right here. So we need to go that way and then to the right. So put up another support. Okay. We can chop down this one. Don't need any more. And let's block the pathway up. Do that. There we go. Ooh, almost there. And there it is. Alright, get out of here. Oh boy. There we go. Made it back to the mine. Now we can go back up. So with that little adventure, we got about 4.5 stacks of glowstone. Takes only 4 glowstone to make 1 block, which is great. However, to make a glowstone block, you have to have a compressor. So I might have jumped the gun a little bit. I need steam to make the glowstone blocks, to make the light bulbs. So I think we're going to have to jump right into making some steam stuff before doing this. Bricked wrought iron casing. I actually made this for when we were doing steam before, but then we pivoted and went into the create stuff. So now we're getting back to steam. Let's check out, is it an early automation? Yes. Okay, steam boilers. So you can either have solid boiler, burns coal or charcoal, liquid, creosote, which I think we're going to go with that probably, and solar. No fuel, but only works during the day. I think we'll go with the liquid. Boilers will explode if you attempt to put water into them while they are dry and hot. Okay, best to always have water. Yeah, and it's the compressor that compresses the glowstone dust into the blocks. More black steel rods, wrought iron, steel plates. We are going to need a lot of materials for these things. So maybe instead of making the compressor first, we should go for the forge or oven or whatever it's called. We need small tin alloy fluid pipes. So we need tin alloy plates. Tin alloy is just tin and iron. So half and half. A couple of wrought irons, tin. That'll give me exactly 4 of the alloy. Okay, tin alloy. Crank it up. I think that is it. Yeah, we got 4 tin alloys, which we can stick in here. Can weld. Okay, and then those need to be, yes, plates, which we can just throw on the Hellhammer. Get going. That way I don't have to worry about melting them. Yep, wrench and hammer. Okay, so now we have enough materials for the high pressure steam liquid boiler. Check. Ooh, nice. Okay, so the next thing we're going to make is the steam alloy smelter, because I think we're going to be using that first. So we're going to need steel plates, wrought iron plates, another fluid pipe, and a couple steel rods, black steel rods. So let's get those together. Okay, got that done. Now, do we have everything for this? No, we need another bricked wrought iron casing, which is bricks and a lot of wrought iron. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and 3 bricks. Okay. Okay, so now we do have enough to make the center part. Okay. But now, in order to make this, we need another wrought iron plate. So 2 more wrought iron. There. Now we have a true water well just outside the house. I took the cabinets, the jarbonets, I think they're called. Yep. And I took them off that wall and I stuck them back here, and I made some more because I needed to make some jam. It's beach season, and wow, I need more jars. But I can't make more jars very easily. I have to do it manually. However, I was looking at the jar, and you can make it in the alloy smelter. You just put the glass batch in a casting mold ball, and it will make jars. And the mold is pretty easy. You just need an empty mold and smack it with a hammer. Empty mold is just some steel plates. So yeah, I think I'm going to get into the Steam Age just so I can make more jars and not have to do it manually, because that takes such a long time. Alright, here we go. I got the boiler set up. I used my wonderful bucket here to make a little pool, an infinite pool, so we could pump water into the boiler. I made a tiny, tiny windmill that is just pumping just enough, 1 SU, just enough to get the water in. I've got a wood pipe connected to pump in the creosote. With the wrench, what you can do is, if you have apparently nothing in your offhand and you shift click, you can actually change the direction of where it can go. See, now it can, yep. That was a good example of what you do not want to have happen and why you need to change it. Because as soon as I made it one way, the steam, instead of coming out the back, it was going up the pipe too. And the wood pipes, they cannot handle that much heat, and so it just exploded. So yeah, I don't have another one of those. That's okay, I've got this gold fluid pipe I've got left over, so I can show you. Oh, I gotta shift click, and then take the wrench, and we're gonna... Okay, first of all, we're gonna shift click, make it a one-way pipe. And then we're gonna connect it there, and okay, there's nothing going in because I really don't want to fill this up with more creosote because I'm not ready. I was just doing some testing. But what I can show you right now is that if you want to get this to flow, you have to click on it with a screwdriver, and then that will open it up. But I don't want to put any more in, it's already got plenty. I did connect some pipes out the back and then straight up. So I set up the alloy smelter, got a chest on the bottom for the finished products, some chutes on the bottom and top to put in and take out stuff, and then a chest on top to drop things in. And so yeah, this, oh shoot. Yeah, it's raining. That's bad for the machines. I need to cover that up before it explodes, because that is bad. There we go. Okay, it should be covered. Oof. Completely forgot about that. So yeah, we've got steam coming up through the back here into here, and you can see it says exhaust vent east, which is right there. So if the steam builds up and it needs to release excess steam, it'll just stick it out right there. So you do not want to be up right there. I'm okay right here, I think, because I'm only 2 blocks high, and it's 3. So that's one nice thing about having it that high. So let's grab some stuff and show this off. See, there's a weak steel and a black steel. In fact, we'll grab a couple of them. We're gonna need to make some more black steel too. So if we come over here and in the top, and of course I can't open it because I'm blocking it. Alright, so now that's a half slab. There, I can open this again. So if I can throw these in, it'll fall down and start smash them together. One really nice thing about this is that, you know, when you did this on the anvil, you would put them together and only get 1 ingot. But with this alloy smelter, you put in the 2 ingots to smash together and you get 2 ingots out. So it's a 1-to-1 ratio. Much better. And to get these chutes to be clear like this, I just right-clicked them with the wrench. You can do the same thing with the pipes too. I believe, well, you can with the create pipes, copper pipes, but I guess you can't do it with these Greg Tech ones. Let's see, there you go. 2 high carbon red steel. A couple more seconds. Alright, there we got 4. So yeah, this is a good start. I figured if we have the boilers down there in the basement, they're kind of out of sight, and they can produce steam up here, and then maybe put steam along the wall here and put all of our machines like that along the wall that use steam. Now we just gotta make some more of these machines. I'm excited to do that. But that is going to have to wait until the next episode, because we are out of time, and I want to dedicate the entire next episode to just building these steam machines and using them, because I am just so excited. This is going to be just so nice. Hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll catch you later. Bye.